Hey guys, Jesszman here, bringing you guys my mini review of patch 1.02 for Uncharted 3. This patch just released last night around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, this patch fixed some single player and multiplayer issues. The single player being it added some motion blur, added alternate aiming settings that fixed the aiming problems that were prevalent in upon the release of Uncharted 3, and reviewers and Uncharted 2 veterans alike were complaining about this. And it also added the ability to view cutscenes in a little movie thing in the bonus menu of the single player mode. But most of the things we're going to be covering in this video pertain to the multiplayer. Now, what they changed in the multiplayer gameplay wise is that the metal streaks will not reset if the host migrates to another user. The blind firing targeting adjusted so that opposing players past a certain vertical angle above and below won't be hit. They allowed grenades to be thrown while scoped in. They tuned the pull down range from 1.5 meters to 2.0 meters. They lowered the player running speed when players run and gun by approximately 15%. They slightly increased the turn radius of run and gun, and they slightly decreased the turning speed during sprint. Now, what I really want to cover in this video is what the whole run and gun issue possibly did to Fleetfoot. Now, what this did was it basically broke Fleetfoot. Now, as you guys can see, in the start of the video, I started strafing immediately just to test it out because I had been on the Naughty Dog forums and people had been complaining that they were saying that Fleetfoot is broken, and I just wanted to see if it was true for myself. And lo and behold, it basically is true because I was strafing like I was a slug, and it's ridiculous how slow I was strafing compared to how I was strafing in my earlier videos. I am doing a little mini comparison, so that should be out later on in the week. But it's ridiculous how broken Fleetfoot is now. Whether this was an intentional change or not, considering it wasn't in the patch notes, this is most likely not an intentional change, and most likely a side effect due to the whole changing of the run and gun mechanic. But we don't know that for sure. Now, Naughty Dog should address it in the coming weeks, most likely, or at least say something about it within a day or two, on whether it be on the NeoGAF forums where they mostly frequent, or on the Uncharted 3 Naughty Dog forums. Now, Fleetfoot, it took some time getting used to the whole adjusting to the whole it being messed up thing, but I mean, while it is a minor gripe, it's not something that you can't necessarily adjust to. You're just gonna have to get better, because I mean, that's ultimately what Uncharted 3 has amounted to. You're gonna have to adjust to a lot of things once these patches come out. I mean, that's just how everything has been working out so far. We had to adjust people running gunning with the whole Cal 7 at first, and now they have to adjust to their new playstyle, since that's basically useless. As you guys have seen, somebody tried to run and gun me at one point, and they slowed down significantly, which allowed me to turn around and kill them with the foul SS. But this this is just gonna have to be adjusted to, and hopefully Naughty Dog does fix this and make Fleetfoot a little bit faster, if not return it to its original state. Now, you guys, just so you guys know, I do have Fleetfoot level 3 on right now. I unlocked level 3 a long time ago. Hell, I didn't even know that I unlocked level 3. It wasn't until I actually checked upon downloading this patch that I realized that I did have level 3. But I guess it's good to know that. And as usual, I'm rocking what am I rocking? I'm not sure what the second booster slot is. But it enables me to taunt over my opponent, and I get back a grenade and some ammo, and that comes in handy a lot during my matches, because it lets me to have basically an infinite supply of ammo and grenades as long as I keep killing people, and that can come in handy in a lot of situations, which I have taken advantage of in some of my in almost all of my matches. And I'll be releasing a few videos in the future showing some of these things. But yeah, so basically Fleetfoot's broken and it's messed up. I mean, it still works to an extent. It's just not as powerful as it used to be. And I really do think that they should address this change, at least tell us what's going on, if not fix it entirely. Because I mean, it's just some, like, I don't see why it wasn't mentioned in the patch notes. Maybe they didn't know. Who knows? We don't know. No one knows right now. But yeah, the whole Cal 7 ordeal is basically gone since since your speed is now reduced whilst you're blind firing. So that makes it easier for you to run away from your opponent if they're trying to blind fire you, and it also makes it a lot it does make the stopping power a lot more apparent. I'm not really sure if they added more stopping power, but it does seem like they did, and they didn't add it in patch notes. And if not, it does bring out the stopping power that was already present in the game. So it does kind of feel more like the summer beta. It does seem like that they're leaning towards that, if not trying to get towards a more comfortable state where they can kind of say, okay, this is as much of the summer beta as you guys are gonna get back, because we don't want to alienate too many people with these consistent patches, because you know we do want to get in a lot of we do want to have a big user base, and that's ultimately what Naughty Dog is trying to do. They're trying to get a bigger user base because they're trying to be the go-to multiplayer game of the PS3. And for me, they are the go-to. Uncharted 3 is the go-to multiplayer game of the PS3. But I did see some Starhawk gameplay, and Starhawk does look very promising, but the aiming does look a little bit awkward. But oh well, it's something that can be adjusted to, I guess. But yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good match. I like the facility a lot. The fort and the ice cave, along with the new sanctuary, should be coming out tonight, if not sometime this week, because we did see the new sanctuary, which does look to be more like a marsh-ish environment. It's like kind of junk, has like kind of vegetation around it, and it's kind of hazy, kind of like a little jungle. So it's really nice. While the ice cave has been given like a more jungle-ish treatment, the ice is melted and it has like a lot of jungle-esque vegetation, and it's a lot more clear than not the fort, but than the sanctuary. While the fort is a rainy, dreary environment. All these things I've covered in my previous Uncharted 3 video, but I just want to let you guys know what is all going on with that. And as you guys see right there, he did slow down considerably when he was trying to blind fire me, so that didn't work, and that's something that I really love. Yeah, Naughty Dog really did a really good number on this patch, except for the whole Fleetfoot issue, but I'm sure they'll address that in the coming hours, if not coming days. But yeah, I mean, you didn't really see me complaining about Fleetfoot, but about the whole blind fire issue that much in my past videos, just because it was something that you had to adjust to. I mean, if they weren't gonna patch it at that point, I didn't think they were gonna patch it at all. But I'm happy that they did. Anyway, I'm Jesszman. Check me out on analoghype.com, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.